Hi guys, welcome back to Motorsport Manager, and as you can see, we're flying around. Basically, I fucked up the intro to the video, so we're already into the practice here in Ardennes. Now, if you don't know where Ardennes is in Belgium. It's a very, very beautiful part of Belgium too. So, as it stands, we are bottom of our group. Not the best place in the world to be, is it? That's where we are, and we need to do what we can. Everyone above us has points now, or at least a point. We need to get a couple of points ourselves. So that is the plan today. We're going to maybe concentrate on one driver, which I know sounds horrendous, but I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to concentrate on getting one of these drivers through. We're going to give them the best parts. Well, we haven't given them the best parts. We'll do that in the next race, give them all the best parts. We're going to concentrate on making sure one of these drivers is fantastic. Because if we don't want to finish bottom, I don't want to finish bottom, we need to actually do something. Right, I think that's going to be there. That's going to be too far once we've done that. And speed balance, around about there. We need to bring that away a little bit further. And that speed balance needs to go away a little bit further as well. That's gone a bit too... Yeah, that'll be alright. So, both of these guys, their initial feedbacks is fucking horrendous. More or less in the middle of the plane things. So, right about there. Push that away a lot further in that case. And touch more. Yeah. Give that a crack. So we're going to let these guys go around for one lap. We're going to bring them back in. We're not going to be getting much in the way of knowledge in these races, it seems. Especially when there's this much water on the track. I have given them one of the super softs. Because I was hoping we can get some knowledge on those. We do get some knowledge. That's not looking too bad. Excellent, good, good. We'll keep them on those. So we know that we're getting a bit close. We'll save this one. So, we need to push these away a little bit further. I think it's away, isn't it? Yes. Go a little bit longer and a little bit harder. It's exactly how the wife wants it. That should get us there, hopefully. Got a good, excellent, good as well. So that's not bad at all. We'll go for 8 laps on this stint. Right. We'll save this 92%. So we need to go a little bit further away on the cornering, and I'm going to assume that we're going to have to do the same for the handling, for the speed. Sorry. I mean, assumptions are the mother of all fuck-ups, but I think I can assume fairly safely there. Going to get these guys both out as quickly as possible. These are the slowest pit stops in the world ever. And hopefully we'll get some knowledge back. We've not done very good with the knowledge itself in this practice session. It's a very, very long track by the looks of it. That's partly got a bit of a penis. It's like a really stubby penis. Really big stubby penis with some tiny testicles on that track there. So, no Susie. So we're going to go into the qualifying now with fuck all to help us out. We do get the super soft tyres 5%, which is fuck all. It doesn't look like there's going to be any rain turning up either. Oh shit. Okay. Maybe I should have gone that way then. Right, that's easy enough to resolve. That is actually easy enough to resolve. You need to push it like that. That needs to go a little bit shorter. I'll just get that handling bang on where it needs to be. That needs to be a little bit shorter still. Yeah, I'm happy with that. We're just going to send him out on some softs real quick, and then we'll bring him in straight away and get him on the right setup. So we need to bring these the other side. that right? Yeah. And speed balance also needs to go a bit shorter. By the time we get this handling sorted out, that handling can go a little bit more that way. That may do the job. So we'll send them on these softs. We'll get the both guys out real quick. I think before we do that, actually, we're going to do a bit of weight stripping because we can. We're going to knock off 10%, knock off 10%, knock off 10%, and knock off 10%. We'll go ahead and do 5% there as well. We'll apply that to the other car. So we gained 135 performance on each car. That may make a huge difference. It may make a huge difference. So let's send both these guys out. We're not even going to worry about stacking them at all. We're just going to get them out as quickly as fucking possible. Send them out on auto. Auto and auto. Get them on, bring in and bring in. I just want to check out their setups. As soon as we checked out their setups, we'll get them back out again. If I say that. Fuck. Right, so we've got an excellent. We've got 100%. Lovely stuff. Fucking yes! Second time I've got 100%. Once was on the final stream of the ice mod. I think we might want to send them out on some. Well, we won't send them out on Inter straight away. And we got what we get here. Excellent, great. So we've got 97% now. I will take 97%. We're going to let them sit back here a little bit longer. We're going to see it takes 2 minutes to do a lap. And it's still raining. Okay. That rain going away anytime soon? It is. Right, let's get these guys set up real quick. Super Softs, go. And Super Softs, go. So they're both on auto, so we don't have to worry about that. We just need to get them round and do what we can, get a decent lap as dry as possible, and we should. Fingers crossed. We're doing good speeds. We're the only people out. Bosh! First and second on the pole, purely because everyone else had shit times because they were out in the wet. It's fine. I don't care. I will take it, and we're going to do our best to run with it. Now, they had fuck all in between them. If only that meant points. That's all I'm going to say. If only that meant points. That weight stripping we got to keep. Change the setup. No, I don't think so. We can do a one stopper with Pommer on these super softs. If we push it, we could do a zero stopper. We won't know. We won't. If the smoothness was higher, we could. That's the thing. Tyre choice here for you, 2022. We'd maybe be able to do a one stopper. It's going to be a bit of a fucking hard ask, but we'll send you out on those super softs to begin with. Knowledge-wise, we're going to have to take super softs race trims. There's nothing else we've got. They are 5% bonuses though. We're definitely not going to be able to get a one-stopper with this tactic to begin with. Not going to strip any more weight down. We definitely can't. So it's Pommer, Cheng, Guinan, Buck, and Van der Linde starting off. So we need a good, clean start. Get away, gain a bit of distance. Somehow Pommer went down to 20th there, off from the off, but work that one out. Cheng has dropped down to third. I'm expecting him to lose a few positions. I'm expecting Pommer to lose a few positions, but I'm hoping he can at least break away with maybe Van der Linde. If Van der Linde gets ahead, just break away with Van der Linde and just stay ahead. Cheng down in sixth now, which we need to gain some distance. That's the main thing. We're going to keep him on really, really high attacking mode for a while, just to help us get away from the main bulk of the group. Ludwig's got the fastest lap, and we've got no one in front of us. So it tells you the massive gulf in quality between the cars. Our drivers aren't the best. They're ninth best. They're not the worst. But these cars are very, very much the worst. I'm going to go medium now on the fuel. We're going to keep attacking on the tyres for a little bit longer. Pommer does lose out to Guinan, but Kielwitz is hopefully lagging behind a little bit. We've got 3 seconds between us and Cheng in sixth. Now, we only need to stay in the top 10 to get points. And now, obviously, to go ahead of certain people, some people have first 1 and 2 points respectively, we do need to get a higher finish. So we want to try and get an 8th or a 9th. 8th or 9th would be... Wait. Who's down? Right, so Cheng is 6th, so he'd get 8 points. Engelhardt would be 7th, so he gets 6, and then Bath would get 4. So we need those sorts of levels of points, ideally, to get a decent position. Cheng has dropped down to 7th. Pommer is somehow managing to defend 2nd from Kielowitz. I do not know how. Cheng is looking to take Engelhardt, is he? Well, we'll let him do that for a minute. Let's go to Cheng, and he has managed to take Engelhardt by the looks of things. He is pushing it a little bit harder again now. We're going to have to get him to go neutral, though, because he is going through those tyres like nobody's business. Talking of which, let's get Pommer to go neutral. We are looking to do a one-stopper if possible. We've also got to worry about the engine condition. It's still 88%. It's not too bad. Pommer is going to lose out if he's not careful. He's holding on to 2nd just. Kielowitz, we're going to get him to go heavy again. All right. So this tyre wear is a lot worse than everyone else's, so we're going to have to go neutral. So when it comes to the difference between Pommer and 8th, nearly 6 seconds. Pommer's got less people in front of him, so we might be able to pull away with that. Cheng in 6th could potentially hold off Dontia, or Donche, or Dante, or whatever you want to fucking call him. But I'm not too sure. Van der Linde is catching up on Pommer. He's only half a second behind. Probably will take him very soon, but we had a decent start. It was good while it lasted, folks. Let's cheers. The Doncha... Right, so Cheng's having difficulty overtaking Doncha, apparently. So let's get Cheng attacking a little bit. Let's get him back neutral and medium. Pommer is still holding on to 3rd somehow. Does have Van der Linde there. There we go. He loses it out. I'm not looking to... We're not going to keep those positions. Let's face it. It's not going to happen. We don't have the car. I just need to get us some points on the board. If we get points on the board, we don't finish bottom. As it stands, we absolutely 100% finish bottom. As it stands, we finish, well, as you can see. Zach Speed, if they get plus 10, Zach Speed will have 2 points. If they don't get the position they've got. And RWT will have 1. So we need to try and pull ahead. We need to try and get at least 4 points on the board if possible. Looking at the tyre wear, 39% and 43%. We can get a few more laps out. No rain looking likely. We're going to have to bring in Cheng first. But I think we can do 2 more laps before we have to worry about bringing either of these drivers in. We'll keep an eye on it. So it's 36% as he went through the checkered flag. He's now 34%. It's 33%. It's 32%. I don't think... Right, Engelhardt has crashed, so we're definitely not finishing bottom. Cheng is on 31% of his tyres. He's going to dip below 25% by the time he gets around. But we'll let him come in late anyway. Fucking 32 laps to go. We'll take these softs. Parts are looking fine. And that'll be his 1 pit. So we get him to conserve these tyres just for a little while we get him around the track. And then Pommer's going to come in on the next lap. So now he's done a decent section of this track on conserve. We're sticking back on neutral. We'll head over to Pommer, who is looking to, well, he's actually looking to conserve his tyres and save his fuel, so we're not going to do anything with him just yet. He's going to come in on this lap upcoming, 23 to 25. We're just going to give him softs. We're going to let him see it out on the softs. We're going to go one-stoppers on both guys. We've only got a slight performance increase on the super softs, so it's not worth it in my opinion. We could possibly get him to go high just to gain a little bit of traction, I guess, on the other drivers in front of him. So we've got Book and Frey in front of him. I think Mapelli is ZWT or Zach Speed. No, the light blue. Ludwig is the one who's getting them points at the minute. Where is he? He's in 4th. Fuck. So Pommer gets a pit in. So our drivers are 18th and 19th. Only drivers to have pitted so far, though. So yeah, we're going to see it out from this point. We're not going to be pitting. We're going to keep it neutral. We're going to keep it on high, like on the push, even for the fuel, just for now, just until we gain a little bit more. Once this fuel runs out, we're going to turn that off. But if we can keep pushing, we're not going to have to worry about coming in. Going medium there now. We're not going to have to worry about coming in, so we can just carry on, steady it through all the way, and fuck everyone else off. That's my plan anyway. Whether it's a good plan, I don't know. I think it's a wonderful plan, but that's me. So, are we slowly gaining? I want to say we are. We're going to let them push a little bit. We'll do 2 laps on push. Do 2 laps? We'll do 1 lap on push. I mean, push does really degrade the tyres, but we want to try and catch up. Norbert Seidler has been given a drive-through for causing a collision. Good. Who did he collide with? That's what I want to know. Has he upset anyone's wing? Are they fucked? These are questions we need to know. Are we going to be able to catch up with both drivers, or is it just the one? So Seidler's in the drive-through, in the pit. Pommer just manages to pull out ahead of him. Cheng doesn't manage it. We're going to go neutral on both these drivers again now. Pommer has caught up to the main bulk of the group. I say main bulk of the group. It's caught up to the tail end of the group. Sort of. He's still 3 seconds behind Marshall, but he is there. Any battles going on in the midfield? Van der Zande and Mies and Mappelli, Abarth, sorry, all getting quite close to each other. Could be some action happening there shortly. Outside of that, not a lot going on. Keep an eye on these 2 for a little bit, or these 3 and 4 even, just for now. See if there's any movement. 11th. Mies is looking to take Van der Zande here. Is he managing it? Oh, he's very, very close to managing it. Not far away. No one's pitted yet. I reckon the next lap, maybe the lap after, we're going to start seeing like Gunon, Kielewitz, Buck, Ludwig, all come into pit. Maybe even Rogiver and Seidler. Some good back and forths here. Some good back and forth action. And these 4 drivers are from only 2 teams as well. So they're all getting involved in each other here. They're all up in each other's grill. Let's go back to Pommer, who is catching up to Marshall now. Only 1.6 seconds behind him. It was 3 seconds not long ago. We're going to get him to go neutral on his fuel because he is starting to kill it a little bit. We'll let Cheng go high. We'll try to get him to catch up. So, are we going to get any pits? Doesn't look like we're getting any pits just yet. Looks like they're going to go a little bit longer. That being said, Rogive is going to pit. Who's in 8th? Ludwig is pitted. Ludwig's straight out of pits. Fuck me, Ludwig. He's come out. He's in 16th. That was a very, very quick pit for him. Like, phenomenally quick. I don't like that. Anyway, we're going to get some more here. I reckon Gunon, Kielewitz. No? Oh, okay. No one so far. Looking at the map over here. And if we look at the map, actually, we can see what I was talking about with the penis. So we've got we've got a massive head, tiny shaft, bollocks, and then I don't know what. Anyway, Pommer is on the tail of Marshall here. He is catching up. Like I said, it's 1.8 seconds between them. Cheng is in 18th. We got any action? Any action? Mies and De Filippi. Well, we got a whole row of cars here, all looking. No one pitting there though. Weirdly. So Pommer, can you gain a position coming out of these pits? You do. You managed to pull ahead of Donchia. So Pommer's up into 14th now. As I say, we've got people in front of us, and they are going to want to pit soon. They are going to want to pit. I can't believe we've still got first and second in qualification. I mean, yeah, we were lucky, but we've fallen way back. Really, really bad how far we've fallen back, and it is down to the car. These drivers are going to get better. Not necessarily going to reach their 5-star potential, but they are going to get better. So we don't need them to do too much. We're going to get you to push, I think, Pommer, as you have a bit of fuel. Marshall was yet to pit. And he seems to be getting away. It's 2 seconds now. Bortolotti is 7 seconds ahead of us. So we do need to do a bit of work with regards to catching up. Van der Linde has finally gone to pit. Very quick pit, again. Very, very quick pit. He's already on his way out. It's annoying how quick these pits are. Because our pits aren't that quick. I mean, our staff isn't that good. But still. Right. So how are we looking on fuel? We're looking alright on fuel. Tyres are looking okay. Still got, 18 laps to go? Find out in a second. 18 laps to go. Tyres should see out. I'm wondering if we want to go neutral on, not neutral, conserve them for 1 lap. Just to help them out a little bit. 14th and 17th, there's not much movement going on for us. Geipel and Van der Linde looking at switching positions here, with Bortolotti wanting to get in on the action too. So there goes Van der Linde. Geipel's just about holding off Bortolotti, but Bortolotti is sniffing around. Let's go back over to Pommer. So that's Ludwig catching up with Pommer. Ludwig's just taken over Doncia. And Pommer's up into 12th now. Pommer is on the tail of Marshall. Let's go neutral and medium as we're starting to run out of fuel for Pommer. And get Cheng to go neutral on the tyres too. They should have reserved about 4%, hopefully, in that time. 16 laps to go. Still some drivers who haven't pitted. Don't need to, I suppose. If they don't need to pit, they don't need to pit. I mean, we nearly was able to see this race out on 1 set of tyres with Pommer. So, I can imagine that someone with 20 smoothness could just see this whole thing out. Pommer has dropped down to 13th. But as we say, we have drivers ahead of us who are going to have to pit soon. So maybe we can get positions that way. That's my intention. Cheng is running low on fuel, so we're going to get him to go medium again. Pommer, we're going to sit on high for a little bit as he has an extra 10th of a lap's worth of fuel. It's not a huge amount, but it's something we can work with to maybe get him back up to the group. Cheng in 17th. Anything happening here? Van der Linde and Bortolotti are tussling. In fact, Van der Linde is looking to take Van der Zande and not quite managed it. No, he has managed it. He's now looking to take Bath as well. And he manages that too. Van der Linde is a very, very strong driver by the looks of things. But then again, it could just be that car. Pommer is catching up to Marshall. Marshall is going to be changing his tyres soon. Geipel is holding on to his tyres, managing that. Van der Linde is not even pushing his tyres. Fucking hell. We're going to go neutral again, medium, on the engine. We'll get Cheng to go high on his, because he can. We'll keep the tyres neutral. 13 laps to go, is it? I think. 55% and 59%. Looks all right to me. Doesn't look too bad. You know what would be nice? It'd just be some ERS right about now. I should have voted it in. I should have paid £1 million to vote in the ERS system. I like the ERS system. I know there are people out there who fucking despise it, Chris. Ben. And, I like the ERS system. I think it's a great little system. Cheng, medium, because it helps people like me out when you're this low in the league. So Cheng's gone back onto medium. Pommer's gone back onto push. We've got people who are going to have to pit. I'm sorry, I keep saying it. I know I keep saying it. But he almost took 13th there from Marshall. Almost. And we know Marshall's going to have to pit soon. Geipel, Van der Zande, Bortolotti. There are lots of names who haven't yet pitted, and they're not going to be able to see this race out. I think we've got 11 laps to go now. And also, we've got Doncia catching up to Pommer. Now, I really, really want us to get some points. Whether it's this race or the next race, we're going to get some fucking points. Pommer, it's all on you, mate. Don't be a cunt. Right? Motivation. Right. So he managed to take 13th from Marshall. He managed to take 13th from Marshall. Marshall's tyre wear is starting to show. There we go. And he's got Geipel and... Just drops it again. Drops it like a bad girlfriend. Look. And he's just dropping positions. Right. So let's go medium again now because you're starting to run out of fuel. Cheng will push it onto high. So Pommer up into 13th, managed to take Marshall, managed to take Geipel. Did lose out of position to Doncia, but he's managed to take it back, now up into 12th. We're going to get him to go high just for a little bit, just to try and get a bit of distance. There's 4 cars behind him, and I'm hoping that they're going to slow each other down and get in each other's way. That is my hope. That is my dream. My dream. But it is my hope at the minute. Keep on pushing hard. These guys, why are you not pitted? You'd think they'd pit halfway round, wouldn't you? I pit halfway. I think a lot of them are actually going to see these tyres out, you know. I wouldn't be surprised. Doing okay for parts. Yeah, we're doing wonderfully on these parts. Going to have to pull off on Pommer just there a little bit. Cheng has dropped down to 18th, but we're going to have to pull him away a little bit on his fuel. Has just lost out to Rogive, but he is 5 seconds, currently 5 seconds ahead against Seidler. Pommer still holding on to 12th somehow. What was that, 7 laps to go now? Find out how many in a minute. Gunon is quite a way ahead at this point. 10 seconds ahead of his teammate. 20 seconds ahead of third. But he'll cross this line soon and we'll see how many laps we've got to see out on these tyres. 6 laps. Should be fine. Should be fine. We're going to get both drivers to push on their fuel again. Pommer managing to hold Donche off. Come on, mate. Hold it off. Hold it off. And this is why we need to get... I mean, I should have voted for points. Like every driver. Because we're getting performances that are well above our station here. But we're not getting any points for it. And it only takes one person from another team to do reasonably well, get 1 point, and that can fuck us. We need to see if we can get points for everyone. And that'll certainly help us out. Right, let's go to medium. I want to be able to go red. Oh, we've got people going into the pit. Ludwig's not going to. Doncia's not going to go in there. Van der Zande is, though. Will Bath go in? 4 laps remaining. 39% on these tyres. 33% on these tyres here for Cheng. We're going to get Cheng to... Well, we're going to go Cheng to go back up on these fucking tyres because there's no way he's going to be able to see it out. Pommer up into 11th. Does have a little bit of excess fuel. Wonder if we want to use it. Who's that in 12th? Doncia's got problems with his car. That's good. That's good. Cheng up into 16th. Pommer is looking at Bath at the minute and thinking to himself, you know what? Your 10th place? That's my 10th place. We get him to go overtake just for a brief moment. See if we can get him to really, really stretch past him. Oh, let go too early. There we go. Up into 9th. Go on. There we go. Up into 8th. It might just be brief. But we've got 8th. And that is points. Points mean prizes. Points mean prizes. 2 laps to go. We've got to go neutral. We've got enough to see us out here. We're going to go medium here now. Hold on to 8th just about. Donche is going to catch up. But he has got issues with car. So hopefully he has to retire. Going to have to go medium on Cheng. Cheng in 17th. Like I say, we're not concentrating on Cheng. Because we're going to concentrate on getting this one driver getting us points. So as it stands, overall, we'd jump up to 8th. Which is fucking good. Right, final lap. Oh, no, don't you do it, Doncha. Don't you do it. Or Dontier, or whatever. You fucker. Where does that put us now? 9th. Still better than bottom. It's not... fucker. Right. Let's go push. And I think... when we get near to the end here... as soon as we get close to this end... go medium. Let's go attack. Let's go overtake. Fucking do it. No! No! Still, we got some fucking points on the board. We're not bottom anymore. It's an improvement. Yay! We're going to get some marketability as well. And again, that's incredibly important. That is a fantastic result for us. 9th place is phenomenally good. It doesn't sound it, but for the team where it is, that is great. That's above where we need to be going for. So Marcus Pommer has shot himself up to 15th. David Cheng is at the bottom. we've now pulled slightly ahead of RWT. We're still a point behind Zach Speed. Hopefully we can do a little bit more and going forward get another point before the end of the season. Just want to double check there was no Susie Perry. There wasn't any Susie Perry. Yeah, so it's a good start. It's a good race. We're halfway through the season. We've actually got some fucking points on the board. It's not when I was expecting us to get points. I was expecting us to get points at the start of the season. Halfway through the season's a little bit different. But it was a great race for us. It was a very, very good race for us indeed. Shall we see what our marketability is at now? I think we have some sponsorships ending this race, or is it the next race? Can't remember which. But we came 6th overall, so Wang is going to be fucking bang on, super impressed. I think we might actually ask him for some money. Might as well. Marketability's gone up by 1.33%. We gained £1 million for that, so that is a big bonus for us. Yeah, that's a great, it's a great place to be. I'm trying to think how much money we've got set aside now. So it'd be 5 races in. So we've got just over £5.5 million set aside. Plus this 8, we're at 13, more or less £13 million. Yeah, 5625. Let's say we're at £14 million. Yeah, nearly 15 million actually. So we're only 5 million off now from the chassis. Interview with Natalie Pinkham. You're not Susie Perry, but you'll do. He's an interesting driver. May look into it done one day. Yeah, okay, yeah. David Marshall. Or Dennis Marshall. Yeah. He'd be happy to join us. Wonderful. George Russell, head to the scouting department. Okay. I think he's, to say it's Mercedes, is not going to be wanting to join us anytime soon. Go to the standings. Where was this youngster? Who was it again? Who was it? Male? Oh, I don't know who it was. It was a youngster, weren't it? It was a youngster. I think it was a young Brit, maybe. I don't know. Give a fuck. I can't be asked to sign him anyway. So if we go to the sponsors, you can see we've got an empty slot there. Axe ends in the next one, and Reef ends by the end of the tour of the season, which is good because that Reef one is the worst one we've got. Right. I'm tempted to take that. It's 22 races, though. I think we're going to have to take it. I wanted something up front, but we're going to take that. Finances, so we're going to get 918 per race. I say Axe disappears in the next one. That's 651 grand a race. I don't think. I mean, that's a 1 star, and that's a 1 star. So hopefully, fucking my ass has been going like anything tonight. Hopefully, we can get ourselves a couple of really decent sponsorships coming. Just bump this up. Get a couple of like 5 million up front. I think we're going to probably get around about 2 million when we end the season in prize money, and I think we're going to get a lot. The £85 million prize fund. What's the prize distribution? Is there a prize distribution? Standard merit payments, so small difference. So, I mean, I suppose 10 teams. Will it be 8.5? It's saying there's a small difference. So there is going to be some difference. So I don't know. But yeah, I mean, I'm happy with that result. We've got a couple of points on the board. We're not bottom. Fantastic. Anyway, guys, that's going to be the end of today's episode. If you have enjoyed today's episode, of course, please do go ahead and subscribe. Give the thumbs up. give the video a like, thumbs up, whatever you want to call it. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. I've already done that bit. Why not also comment on the video? Tell me where I fucked up. Could we have done better? Am I cocking things up? Do I need to do something differently? Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you when I see you. Take care. Bye-bye.